What's up, YouTube? I'm out here in the garden with the assistant, and what we're doing right now is, well, I'm cutting some of these ones off that aren't really getting a lot of sun. Just because, it's a small plant too, and plus, I ran out of weed. So we're gonna smoke some of this. Here, take this off right here. Yeah, so anyway, some of these suckers, anyway, they just take from, they take from the buds that are actually getting light that will get bigger because they are getting light. And like I had said in some prior videos, that normally I would cut a lot of these branches off sooner and stuff like that, but I like to switch it up a little bit. And like for this plant especially, I know she has a lot of energy, because she's so healthy and everything. And I mean, just look at her stalk. I mean, come on now. That's one healthy ass plant. I remember I told you I vegged her in the house like 3 months and slow vegged, and then I topped her at the 4th node, and you'll get results like that if you do everything else right too. And like I said, she's really tall. I've got her leaning over a little bit, so she's actually taller than it appears right now even. But anyway, assistant on Mama, because that's a Panama clone too. That's one of her kids. She's got some children around her. She's got 3 small children around here. That's one of her chillin', and that one over there is her chillin', and that one's in that one's in a breathable pot. They call them fabric pots, and they're really good for beginners and rookies because overwatering it is pretty serious. It can ruin your plant. It can lock it out. Starve it of oxygen, starve it of nutrients. Well, it's just no good. So if you're just starting out, get an air pot, man. Just do it.
Can I take this one in here?
Take it. I don't care. Yeah. As a matter of fact, just you can use your judgment on which ones you should take, can't you?
Yeah.
By now, because some of these suckers, and since we don't have a lot of time, and since I'm already seeing red hairs, right? I'm already seeing some red hairs too. So, what's that?
Like a lot of them.
And I know it's potent because I just had 2 bowls of it, and it's even with it not being done yet, it packs a wall up. At first I thought, Jesus, I don't feel anything, and then it's definitely creeper. I forgot about that. Yeah, Panama's creeper, It just hits you also, and you just say, oh, like the first time you ever smoked weed, how it takes a lot to get high and stuff. That's kind of what it reminded me of, It's like, what the hell? I don't even notice anything, and then all of a sudden I go, ho, 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 don't underestimate her. But yeah, so yeah, and it's really uplifting. That's what I like about it. It's not couch lock. Well, obviously, it's 70% sativa, so it's definitely not couch lock weed at all. I feel really good right now. Really good. It just busted through my fatigue. A lot of people get fatigue, and that's just from worrying about shit they can't control. You know that, like the politics and stuff. And that's why I haven't been online a lot, and I refuse to argue with anybody because it's senseless. At this point of the game, you're not changing anyone's mind, at all. And I'm very aware of that. I'm not, I might be crazy, but I'm not stupid, So I'm just done. I'm not wasting my energy or my peace. People send me things in my messenger, political stuff, what do you want me to say? I really don't have anything to say. I mean, I've already told you where I stand. I mean, there's no sides, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, listen to George Carlin. You only have the illusion of choice. Anyway, oh shit, I went over 3 minutes. Who cares? I'll make it another one. I mean, I'll cut it in too short. But anyway, assistant. Yeah, see all these little ones right here? By all means, just use your judgment. They're not getting any light, and they're just sucking. And the only reason I did that to begin with is, I was just curious because normally I always, normally I always take those off. And the reason being is, like I said, if you want a lot of popcorn buds, if you have no problem with that, you can have a lot of popcorn buds, and but are they all going to get, resin on them? Not as much, obviously not as much because they're not getting any light. You know what I mean? And it also has to do with like how. Well, you know what? I've heard people say this, and I have a hard time with this one. I've heard, you can read a lot of places, and they say, like the skinnier branches, you're just going to get little skinny buds. But what I found, that's not always the case. It's weird. I don't know. Because you can see some big buds, like right in here already, and look at that. So, there's a lot of variables. There just is. You just got to use common sense, and you got to get your information from more than one source, and then in your brain, say you look at 3 sources on one topic, right? And you hear 3 different things, right? But you hear 2 that are pretty close, and you know, so you can cancel the one out. This is critical thinking, man. You cancel the one out because two are close, obviously, and then use your own mind on between the two, which one seems the most plausible with what you've seen yourself as a grower of cannabis. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because I gotta help her and stuff. And oh, I just got back from the church, which is the Columbia River, and you know, I did a video. I'll probably share it. But just for 1 minute, I turned my back on her, you know, squirrel, and Morphe was just rolling in cow poop. Anyway, I'm out of here. So, rock on, everybody. It's a beautiful day, man. It's so nice. I still haven't watered her, you know, and I didn't find any seagull poop down at the river, which I didn't think I would. So anyway, I'm just gonna feed her tomorrow. I'm gonna let her just keep searching for water and get a little panicky and give me some nice sticky trichomes. All right, I'm out of here. Plus, Morphe's barking. I gotta go save her. I gotta go. She's having a meltdown. She's having a major meltdown. Here. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, give you a little rundown of what's going on. You can see how much taller she is in my house. Anyway, and she's even leaning. In fact, I think I might. You know, some of them are close together and they don't have to be, and so I'm gonna probably use a big bamboo stick and pull some of those branches down just so they can get the most possible light and ventilation. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Anyway, I'm out of here.